Hey, welcome back, everybody. Again, we are back with another edition of You Are Dope. And the reason why we are doing this show again today is because we are celebrating Black History Month. And in celebration of Black History Month, we are celebrating Black entrepreneurs. We got a special guest in the building today, and she is going to talk to you about her company. I'm going to let her introduce herself to you, and we're going to have a great interview like always. And again, grab your piece of paper and your pen so you can take down this information because it's some valuable information, and we got you. Come on now, introduce yourself to the people. How you doing? And the name of your company. What's going on, Miss Lady?
Hello, hello. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me on. My name is Sharell Abrams, and I am the owner of Body Language Therapeutic Massage.
How long have you been in business with body therapy or body
I have
language?
been in business of about 6 years. I started as a person who needed a massage. There was a need for it, so I decided to start a business.
Okay. What was
Okay.
the need for it? Why did you decide that, hey, this is the field that I'm going to go into? For what? What was the reason behind it?
Well, I play flag football. I've been playing for about 15 years, and as a flag football player, we back when I started, there was a particular division called Eight Women's Contact, and with Eight Women's Contact, that means we could pretty much tackle each other. And with that being said, there was all types of aches and pains that we had to endure after. So we would kind of get together, nurse our own bodies back to health. But as I'm nursing myself, I'm like, there's got to be a need for this. I didn't see it anywhere. I'm like, there's got to be a need for this. And I decided to go to school and bring the business to the football field.
Good Lord. So you out there tackling people?
Pretty
You
much.
out there letting them have it, Cheryl? Brother.
Pretty much.
Okay. Okay. I see you. I see you. All right. So tell us this, Sherelle. So you've been in business for, how long did you say? Did you say 6 years?
About 6 years now. Yes.
About 6 years. So tell us this. What is it about your job that you really enjoy doing? What is it? What's the part of it that you enjoy the most?
Helping the people. Helping the
Okay.
people. And I know it's helping the people because I could be in the grocery store and see people like the name of my business is Body Language. So I read that very well, obviously. So if I see someone like grabbing their shoulder or limping, my heart goes out to them and I want to help. And I wish I could touch you. I wish there was something I could do to help you. So helping the people is definitely what I love about my business. It's my passion.
That's awesome. So being of service to people. So you enjoy being of service to people. You enjoy seeing those smiles after they get off that table. And sometimes even like them tears of joy, just like, dang, I was in so much pain and I didn't know how I was going to get through this. Like there's such a need for that because sometimes people don't even know what they need. And like you
Right.
just said, I can look at somebody sometime and see them touch their shoulder like, I know they need me. I, I know
Absolutely.
they can.
And as you
Okay.
truthfully, that I've had people that have had those types of tears on my table because they never thought that they wouldn't be in pain again. So I'm here for that. And a lot of people don't know that massage does bring that type of healing. And it just depends on what type of massage, the specialty. But neuromuscular therapy, if you find a person, you're in chronic pain, you can ask for a neuromuscular therapist because what neuromuscular therapy is, it's just trigger point and it helps treat chronic muscle aches and pains or mainly deal with muscle health. So, like I said, there's different types of massage. There's Swedish, there's deep tissue, there's lymphatic, there's prenatal. But with neuromuscular therapy, if you're looking for someone who can help you with chronic pain, car accidents, lockjaw, things like that, those things can be treated with massage by neuromuscular therapists.
I
And I can
think I
just
knew that.
attest to the massage that it's amazing. I've gotten one before and I didn't want to get up off the table, so please go get you one. It was ridiculous. But Miss Sherelle, do you have any advice for future service providers or even future massage therapists who want to start?
Yes, don't try to shortcut. Go to school, get the education. That way you know what you're doing. It's so easy for people these days to get this like instant certification for things, and that doesn't mean you really know what everything entails or how to be able to treat someone. So don't take the shortcut, get the education. After you get the education, try to get into different areas where you can try the different modalities of some of those that I just mentioned, like the lymphatic, which helps people with lymphedema, that you can go on the medical side with that. Or you
Mhm.
can help with lymphatic with people who have like plastic surgery, some liposuction. I also offer that. There's also prenatal, but you won't know what your lane is until you try to get in these different avenues to put yourself in a position to, service those type of people.
Right.
Okay. And is that what you did? I mean, you basically you tried a few different things and you were like, you know what, this is the route that I want to go in. How did that work?
Yes, I did. So starting out in school, I already knew I was going to do sports massage because I was tired of getting beat up with no relief on the football field. So I knew that sports massage was first, and I went in with a plan. So a lot of I started to do, because they give you like different hours. You have to get hours while you're in school also of practice with different people. So I would practice on my teammates. So it was like my business was already getting ahead of me. I hadn't had my license yet, but I was like, let me slow down because I'm really getting, really acclimated in that the sports arena. But then after that, I was like, I just didn't want to be a one trick pony. I started, taking more classes for specialties for other types of massage. So yes, I put myself in a position to figure out what avenue was for me.
Okay. So in the beginning, was you one of the ones who was like, you know what, just let me try this out? And then you was like, you know what, let me get serious about this because I don't want to mess nobody up. Or is that kind of what happened?
Um, I went in on a mission. On a mission. I was on a mission. I was going to provide the service for those people in my community because flag football is a big community for me. And I was there all the time. I was playing football like 6 days a week in different, divisions, but that was a big community for me. And I just knew that once I got in it, that was my lane. But I also knew I didn't want to stop there. So that's how it worked out. So and then I started taking more classes. Like each year, we're required to do continuing education, and when I take advantage of that to take classes on other things like proper stretching, because in school they do teach you these things, but it's not in depth. So if you want to kind of go into another field like arena in under that umbrella, then you would definitely to get more education on it. So that's what I suggest.
Okay.
Alright, so perfect. Well, just to wrap it up, Miss Sharell, we just wanted to thank you. And how do people get in contact with you? Where are you located? And how do we get, everything that you offer, Miss Lady, Miss Ma'am?
Okay, so I am located, I have a brick and mortar at 1000 White Street in the West End, historic West End Atlanta area. I'm located near the Beltline, Suite 300, inside of Team Rehab. I'm also mobile, so if you are interested in having mobile service, you can reach out to me via website, which is www.bodylanguageme. I am also located. You can also find me on Instagram under Body Language Me. Still, you'll see me there. My big smile. You'll find me there. Also wanted to let everybody know that I have a pain relief oil that works wonders. There are different fragrances, but you can also find my products also on my website, or you can come into the brick and mortar located at 1000 White Street, or you can find us on Instagram.
Okay. I think I'm gonna need a sample of that, of the pain relief, because my lower back, I'm getting up there in age, so my lower back be hurting. So I'm gonna need a sample of that, okay?
Listen, come on in and I'll rub it on your back for you. You can have a
All
sample
right,
of
I
my
got you.
hands and the oil.
All right. Hey, Sharell, thank you so much for coming on here. I really do hope that people got some very good, valuable information out of this. I believe that what you're doing is really phenomenal. There's not a lot of people doing what you're doing right now. So that's why I think that the lane is just beautiful. And it's just dope that you're actually doing that and being of service to people. And, you know, the massaging and everything else that you're doing and the products, I think that it's beautiful and it's dope. And again, I do hope that out of this podcast, there are some clients that come to you, some paying clients that come to you and that, you know, are able to get what they need from you. So again, we appreciate you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. And we think that you are definitely dope. So thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. I appreciate you. And for those people out there, if you don't need my service, we offer gift cards for someone who you may know.
I
Boom, there
love
you
it. I love that. Valentine's Day is coming up. Your
Turn around.
birthday, whatever it is, you never know. You need it. You need it. All right. Thank you again, Cheryl.
Thank you.
What's up, people? We are back with another entrepreneur for celebrating Black History Month. As we said, we got a few entrepreneurs. This was another special guest on here today. I'm gonna let her introduce herself. I'm gonna let her introduce her company, and then we're gonna go from there. We're gonna get into it and what she does and how you can get in touch with her and how long she's been doing it, all that kind of good stuff. So, introducing. Go ahead, introduce yourself to the people. What's your name, girl?
Well, thank you for having me. My name is Savion Duke, and I represent Oak Design Concepts LLC.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
go. So, can you tell us a little bit about your company?
Sure. Oak, which stands for Three of a Kind, Concepts, is an all-encompassing event and interior design organization. We specialize in styling homes as well as helping you furnish an apartment. Since you're buying your first home, we do events, everything from corporate to private events, birthday parties, weddings, galas, you name it. We're located in central Kentucky, but we also do tap into the southern Indiana market as well.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Well, how did you end up getting into this? What brought you into Three Oak?
Uh,
And what is the three for and the oak? What is all that for? I know, but
Okay, so Three Oak simply represents myself, my mother, and my brother. This idea came about in the middle of the pandemic. I was working for an event company doing something that I was crazy passionate about and I loved. And unfortunately, the organization that I work for went under and we lost business. And to have clients, you know, you plan weddings for a year and a half, 2 years in advance, and they're all excited and you've got all your ducks in a row just to tell them, hey, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it the way that we had intended. So I try to, I thought about the resources and the people that I have at my discretion, and my family is the one consistent thing that I have. So I was just like, well, we all work in facets that kind of coincide with one another. My mom being an interior designer, my brother being a fashion designer, and myself doing event design. So I was just like, well, why not come up with something where I can work with people that I trust, people I can depend on. There's a support there, and we do things that kind of go hand in hand. So that's essentially where it all came from, a family business built on faith, built on love, and just something that it's a legacy that, outlives us. It's something that no one can take away from us.
I love that, Savion. I love that. I think that is so dope. So I want
Thank
to
you.
ask you this. So tell me this. So
Okay.
a lot of people when they get in business with their family, they be like, I don't know why I did that.
Yes,
How is it
yes,
been?
yes.
What are the goods and the bads about going into business with your family?
I would say definitely one of the best parts about it is there's no faking the funk when it comes to family. You know exactly what you're getting. They know exactly who to expect. So it's just like, if I have an idea and, sometimes my ideas can be a little far fetched. I have my mother there that I can bounce it off of and she kind of helps me hone it back in. And there's always that encouraging factor there when, I feel like I can't do it or this idea isn't good enough. There's always someone there that tells you, to keep pushing forward, to just believe in yourself. So that by far has been the best part. The hardest aspect, I think, of working with family is just trying to find a balance of working together, but also having one person kind of dictate and take the lead. And, having a dominant and very strong willed mother, that was something that I had learned from her. And, she encouraged me, hey, this is something that, you've birthed into the world. This is your vision, your dream. So, you tell us how you want it to go and how you see fit. And, as your family will support you and we'll jump in there however needed. So I think just finding a balance between being the boss, learning how to lead, and being a service-based leader has been like the hardest challenge.
Love this. I love it. I know Savion's family. So when
Oh,
she
to know
says that
them
they
is to
like a
love
little,
them.
when she said they're a little strong-willed, her brother, oh, Lord Jesus, amazing people though, amazing family. I
Thank you,
love them.
thank
I think
you.
that they're so dope, and that's why I wanted to present this opportunity for them to come on and share their business ideas, because it's really important, man, that we support each other and that we care about each other, love on each other like that. So
Absolutely.
Savion, do me a favor, tell the people how they can contact you,
Okay.
where can they see you at, so on and so forth.
So you can definitely find us on our website at www.3oakconcepts.com. From there, you can click on our contact us page. There is a form that you are welcome to fill out. You will also find my information for event design. My email address is savion@3oakconcepts.com. Or of course, on our socials, you can find us on both Instagram and Facebook. Facebook at Three Oak Design Concepts LLC, and our Instagram is Three Oak Concepts. So I say all of your bases, but I would say primarily just go to our website. You learn a little bit more about us. We're a very personable organization. We believe that, if you're going to spend the time and the expense on something, that it should be worthwhile and it should be like a true reflection of who you are.
Mm.
So please get in contact with us. We would love to discuss opportunities to help beautify and edify whatever your event or your home needs may be.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Savion,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much for coming on here and sharing your experience and sharing. And people, this is just a FYI. It is shown that you can work with family and not kill each other. Okay?
Absolutely.
And love on each other and still care about each other. So Savion, we thank you
Absolutely.
so much for coming on the show. And hey, you guys, please grab your paper and pen and make sure that you do look up the Three Oak business, because it's a really, really dope project. It's really something special that they put together. I've seen some of the work that they've done on social media, and it's really, really great work. So if you are looking for people to do an event, wedding, whatever, they got you. And I promise you, I wouldn't tell you that if I did not believe that. So thank you
Well,
again,
thank you.
Savion. I
I
think that you are
appreciate it.
dope, and
Thank
I
you all.
appreciate you. And shout out to your mom and shout out to your brother. I love them too. So thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for coming on here
It was a
today.
pleasure. You guys take care. Thank
All
you.
right, you too. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another special guest in the building. I'm going to let her introduce herself as well as her company. She's a good friend of mine. Actually, she's my next door neighbor. I realize that she is doing some dope things, and I definitely want to have her on the show. So go ahead, Miss Lady, introduce yourself and tell the people what your company's name is.
Hey y'all, hey people. This is Azarine. They call me AZ. My company is Follicals, Scout Micropigmentation Studio, and we've been operating now for 6 years.
Congratulations.
Take,
Well, so what made you decide to start Follicles, and lead us into the journey of what started
Okay,
it?
so Follicles Scalp Micropigmentation is a procedure where we give the illusion of having hair growth. So instead of men and women getting hair transplants, you can actually cut your hair very low. It's similar to a tattoo, except for we're not using ink. It's a natural product. And I'm replicating hair follicle dots, almost like when you see someone with a shadow, if they cut their beard down or if they're bald and you can see the shadow around their scalp, I go in and replicate those hair dots. And if you wear your hair low, it actually looks like you have a low cut. If you're a female that's thinning in your edges, it'll give you the illusion of having hair growth. So
Okay.
you won't see the scalp.
Okay.
Yeah, it's super
how
cool.
did you get into that?
So I've been a hairstylist for years, but I am attracted to hair. I'm especially attracted to men with like hairlines. And all my life is like when the bald head season was going in and everyone was loving bald heads, I was like, no, I love a hairline. I love a fade. I was a barber for many years. And so this was a new procedure that came out maybe some year, like 6, 7 years ago that I learned about. And I was like, oh my God, I'll be great at this because I can restore hairlines. Like you don't have to be bald if you don't want to. So I've just always been passionate about hair. So the passion led me into it. And then I'm also a compassionate person. When I was a hairstylist, I was a weave and extensionist. And I love to make people be like beautiful. I love if you were thinning or alopecia, for me to go in and put extensions in there and just wow you. Um, Imagine if I can like just make your day or your year or your life better by giving you your youth back with a hairline or your thinning edges, and now you can wear a ponytail, or if your hair blows in the wind, people can't see your thinning edges. And so people cry when they come out of my, so it's the passion and the compassion. You dig? Yeah.
Man, I love that. You know, most of the entrepreneurs that we've had on here, like almost everybody, it's been a common theme of being of service to people. You know, just like wanting to help out and wanting to see people better than they came. And I think that that's dope. And it's kind of a lot what you're saying right now. Like I'm passionate and I'm compassionate about this, and it makes me feel good inside when I see other people feel good and look in the mirror and be like, "Damn, she did that." So that
Yeah.
makes you feel good about yourself as well. I love that. So how long
Yeah.
have you been actually doing this for, AZ?
I've been doing it for 6 years, and I'm actually one of the first to bring it to Atlanta. I trained with Scout Micro USA, which is probably the biggest in the US. I trained up under these two guys that went to the UK some few years ago. They got it done. They're from New York. They started working there. They brought it to the US, and I'm one of their one of their couple first trainees. So if you Google me, I probably come up first, second in Atlanta. My reviews speak for itself. It speaks on the passion. Like, it's not just about the process. It's about the passion that I put into my work. And you probably see a lot of people walking around with it now and don't even realize it.
Mhm.
So it's pretty cool.
Do you have any?
I'll just show you a couple
Oh
of
yeah.
photos.
And these are all you?
Some of these are me, some of these are from my company. Just because when I put this together, I wanted very professional pictures. So this is old. It's probably when I first started. So I had a few. The company that I trained with allow us to use some as well under
Mhm.
their umbrella. I probably need to get another one. So yeah,
Mhm. That's
but that's pretty
amazing.
much the process.
AZ, do you have any advice for those who may be wanting or interested in starting this?
One, I need you to be passionate. I do trainings, I do private trainings, but I always ask people, why do they want to do it? It's
Mhm.
very profitable. It's a fraction of what people would pay to get hair plugs, so it's affordable. But being as though it's a fraction, it's still a lot of money per client. Some people want
Right.
to get into it because of the money, and that's the wrong reason to get into it. If you are passionate, if you're a barber, a stylist, someone that had it done and you just want to help people, you can get training for it. It's about a 3-day to a week training.
Mhm.
And you just have to have the passion and the artist eye, because sometimes someone can teach you a technique, but if you're not an artist, you can't bring that together. You
Right.
can't pull it together to give somebody what they want for them to be pleased.
Right.
So yeah, if
Okay.
it's something you want to get into, most of the time it's barbers, stylists, tattoo artists, or someone. A lot of people that have had it done, they're just
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. And if
Yeah.
you do, and you look up the scalp micro pigmentation artist in your area, you can get me. You could travel outside of the Atlanta area and just check your reviews, check the artist, check their background, because sometimes people just want to take your money to train you. You want to
Mhm.
be a good, you want to add value, right, to the community, because it is permanent. If you mess it up, you will be looking at the process of removing a tattoo.
Got you.
Hey, Z, so you did touch on something. You said, hey, look, if it's not me, we have other people doing it. But excuse me, tell people how they can actually get in touch with you. I don't know if you're on social media. Well, I know,
Oh
but
yeah.
to give people
So
your social media, how they get in contact with you, if you have a website, whatever. So
I
let
would
us know.
love to. And so my website is newfollicles.com, and follicles is spelled FOLLICLES. The phone number is 678-873-6776. My IG is follicles _SNP. The SNP is for scalp micropigmentation. And let's see where else. Go to Google and Google Follicals SMP Atlanta. You gotta read my reviews. Like, I usually still, like, if you call someone to get this service done, the first guy that's on the list, and maybe I'm the second or the third, people always come to me just off of my phone presentation and my reviews. They're like, you supposed to be doing my scout. I know.
I love it. I love it. I love it. AZ, thank you so much for coming on, sharing us about your passion, what you're compassionate about, also telling us about the product. You've let us know where people can get it. You know, I think you dope as hell. I appreciate you. AZ, you said I let AZ do my hair one time and she said, never again. But AZ is my girl, and I really.
You don't need scalp micropigmentation. Your hairline is dope. The beard is dope. Okay,
Thank you.
lucky for you.
AZ, we appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our last guest for the Black History Month and for just representing Black entrepreneurs. We really appreciate everyone that's been a guest on here. We really appreciate all of our listeners. We really do hope that this was something that you could get away with and be like, damn, you know what? I need that product, or I was interested in this, or, you know, maybe if you want to start a new career, whatever it is, we've given you guys some jewels in these podcasts. So we hope that you take them.
Well,
You know that we think that you are dope.
Thank you for having me, Taylor. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are welcome, Ms. AZ. You are welcome. Thank you so much again for being here, and we appreciate you, and we think that you're dope. Let's get it.
Thank you.